single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day I'm gonna make something great.
And welcome to week 2 of Factions. This week, player of the week is Piccolo. He managed to go 3-0 against Dynamo Duck, who's a legend-ranked leaderboard player. A great lead to kick off here for Piccolo. He's staying in to throw the Dazzling Gleam here. I guess the thinking here is the Politoed might have Blizzard, so we need to get a shield early. So the Giratina can come in and safely shield at least once and look to farm down. Now Giratina can take a Blizzard, but it's an Earthquake coming through, so from here we know we can win this matchup without shielding. Now we're building up a little bit of extra energy because switch timers are out of sync now, which means that Mandibuzz is going to get an opportunity to come back in. But he has shielded the Dragon Claw there, which is amazing. He obviously wants to keep the Politoed intact. And our switch timers aren't that desynced, so we can take a Dark Pulse here and look to get out of this matchup. And now the perfect situation we have is that the Mandibuzz is switch locked against our A9, and we can take a lot of aerial aces before going down. So we're going to build up to 2 Weather Balls here and then look to KO the Mandibuzz. And with the Mandibuzz out of the way, we've got our Jellicent in the back, which can pretty much take care of anything that he's got left in his lineup, including the Politoed. Alright, so move coming through. He's now swapped hard into his A9. Now, I didn't realise this till after the game, and he didn't realise either. He's actually brought his Great League A9 in. Wouldn't have made a difference. He was hard counted in this game, but a little bit hilarious. And fortunately, in the following games, he does realise that he did bring the wrong A9, and so we do actually get some proper matches. But that KO's there, and at this stage, he knows that the game's all over. I can go into the into the Giratina to take the Mandibuzz out, and that just leaves the Politoed in the back. And I've still got a shield and a very, very healthy Jelly, so he knows the match is over at this stage. And what I've noticed with, and what you'll notice with a couple of the games here, is once he realises he's going to lose, he kind of just stops attacking and just lets the win come through to make it go a little bit faster. So getting the move away here, and then just looking to Dragon Breath down. So game 2. Hoping for a good lead, and he sticks with the Mandibuzz lead, so we're in deep doo-doo here. Mandibuzz is an absolute wall to A9, and at this stage he's brought in his Charm A9, and so I know that it's basically impossible for me to win switch here. But what I can do is the Swampert is incredibly good at spamming Hydros, and so what I can do here, this is just a Weather Ball, which I'll survive quite comfortably, and I know that I can get to another Hydro from here very comfortably, and take his last shield. He'll want switch because he knows how hard a counter that Mandibuzz is to the Jellicent. So he shields there, and that gives us a 2 shield advantage, but a really, really bad matchup in the back. So although the game's not over, it's going to be really tough from here, and we need to have a bit of a plan going in. So what we're going to do here is take this Psyshock and build up a little bit of extra energy. What we need to try and do here is hope that perhaps there's something decent that we can get on in the back against our A9. And okay, so we build up to the Bubble Beam and we swap out. So we've got that charge move. He swaps into his G-Fisk, which is horrible, but not too bad considering we've got 2 shields now. At this stage, we sneak in a Powdered Snow there, which is also great. At this stage, we know that the only moves that can really hurt the A9 are these Rock Slides. So we need to try and wait out the switch timer, if we can, and get off as many of these Weather Balls off as possible to get this Stunfisk down. But if we take a Rock Slide from the Stunfisk, we're in deep doo-doo. So we get this Weather Ball through here. Switch timers are slightly desynced, We get out quickly, we throw the bubble beam here, and that's going to KO the G-Fisk. And the pressure is on for him here. He still thinks he can win, but the pressure is on. He has to throw his move very quickly here because he knows that if the bubble beam goes through, he's going to get debuffed. But unfortunately, what he doesn't understand is that this matchup is incredibly one-sided towards the A9, so he's now got zero hope of winning this matchup. So what started with a really, really horrible lead has ended with us all shields down, head-to-head matchup between a heavy counter that works in our favour. So yeah, really, really lucky to get out of that. Well, I mean, we did plan for the win there, but we were fortunate that he swapped into the Charm A9 there, which allowed us to get the shields because he had the G-Fisk in the back. And okay, so we just saw this matchup in the previous game, so we now know that he's got two choices. He can take switch, or he can go down, and he'll go down 2 shields, or he'll have to reconsider whether he wants to commit 2 shields to this matchup. So weather ball coming through, he knows we're not going to shield. Now we're going to throw here, and he lets it go. So he doesn't want to go commit to the matchup and lose, go down shield. So we're now throwing the Hydro, and Politoed comes in. This isn't ideal for us. Obviously, we don't really want the A9 against it, and I mean, Mandibuzz does have some really good matchups for him, so we're going to assume the Mandibuzz is in the back as a hard read. But he also does bring that G-Fisk a lot, so yeah, we're not really sure. So the idea here is we're just going to, with that little bit of energy lead we got from the Hydro Cannon going through, all we're going to do here is not shield, and we'll be able to pressure his shields, and he does shield. So what this tells us at this stage is that he might have the G-Fisk in the back, but we still don't need to shield. Doesn't matter what he throws at us, we're going to survive. And at this stage we throw the Night Slash here, and if he shields this, we will then match shields. But he's decided not to, so we get a look at what's in the back, and it's the G-Fisk. Now we've got 2 shields, and so what we can do here is just absolutely pressure this G-Fisk. It's going to have to shield this attack, and we can basically double shield here and get this thing super low, and then it'll probably just about KO it. But if it doesn't, the A9 will survive a Rock Slide comfortably and get to a Weather Ball that'll KO. But once we get to this attack here and he lets it go through, he knows the game's up, so he basically tries to Mudshot down, because that's basically his win con at this stage, and he can't Mudshot down. So the Goon gets through, and we get the 3-0. Bit of a heartbreaker this week, lads. Everyone's put their games up for a review, and there's been some great feedback on a few results that probably should have gone our way. We'll bounce back this week, so keeping everything positive, loving the vibe, and see you all next week.